Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to video lesson 1-2, our video lesson on measurement. Here we go. Again, we're going to just talk about units of measure. Okay, the cubit. The cubit was an old unit of measure that they used in ancient Egypt. Okay, for today, we will be talking about units of length or linear measurements, things like feet, miles, millimeters, centimeters, kilometers. Okay, anything that has that measures length. Let's look at this first slide right here. Want you guys to answer these questions real quick. What is the name of the line segment? How do we know it is a line segment? And what is the measure of the line segment? I'll give you about 10 seconds. I'm not even going to stop. The name of this line segment is segment AB, and you must write that with a symbol, this line segment symbol above. How do we know it is a line segment? Because A and B are both endpoints. In other words, it stops, it does not go on, like a line or a ray would. Okay? Endpoints. If this went on, this would be a line on both sides. If it only went on one side, it would be a ray. It is not. It stops. Okay? What is the length of this? The measure of this, when we talk about the measure of a line segment, we're talking about its length. This length looks like about 42 millimeters. Okay? Between the points, if 3 points are collinear, meaning they are on the same line, notice that X, T, and Y are all on the same line. Therefore, in this particular case, T is between X and Y. Okay? When you have that, you know the length of XT plus the length of TY is going to equal the length of XY. In other words, this length plus this length is equal to the total length. I'll do that in bright green. Okay, so the green line plus the red line is equal to the bright green line. If points are non-collinear, it makes sense that that doesn't work. So if X were here, and T were here, and Y were here, just notice that those 3 points are not collinear. The length of XT plus the length of TY is now not equal to the length of XY. XY would be shorter than XT plus T plus TY. Okay? So, measuring line segments, what's the measure of line segment XY? We're just going to add 4 5/8 plus 2 1/2. We're going to add those up. Go ahead. I'll help you out. I can get a common denominator of 8s. So I have 4 5/8 plus 2 4/8. So that's going to equal 6 9/8. That is not okay. I cannot have an improper fraction combined with a mixed number. 6 9/8 is equal to 7 1/8. What is the measure of segment LM? You guys know. Okay, as we look at this problem, please note in notation, if I write the letters LN with my segment symbols, that means that I'm talking about these segments. If I write LN, LM, and MN without any symbol up above, what I'm talking about is the measurement of the segment LN. So the measurement of the segment LN is written LN without a symbol up above. We know that the measure of LN is 4. We know that the measure of MN is 2.6. So therefore, the measure of LM is 1.4. That's 1.4 in Spanish. All right, let's go on. Please, when measuring in English, That's inches, feet, miles, etc. Use fractions. When you're measuring in metric, use decimals. That's why metric is much easier than the English system. You don't have to deal with fractions. Do not combine your English system with your metric system. It's like mixing apples and oranges, oils and waters, oil and water, bees with people. All right, never mind. You guys try this one. Go. Great. You should have gotten 4 3/4 inches for the length of segment FG. Okay, okay? Alright. First, we're going to be famous for the rest of the time now. Let's move on. Here we go. Write an equation to solve. Write and solve equations to find measurements. Find the value of x and n if n is between m and p. So I'm going to first draw a picture. I have a poem for you. If there is no picture, draw one. So I'm actually going to draw a segment. MP, and I'm going to put n in between there. Okay, so I've drawn n between m and p. I now know that NP has a total length of 60. So this length right here is 60. I know that MN has a length of 6x minus 7. I know that NP is 2x plus 3. Now I can say 6x minus 7 plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 60. I'm going to solve this for x. I know that 6x plus 2x is 8x. Minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4. That's equal to 60. Add 4 to both sides. And 8x is equal to 60 quadro. 64. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. X is going to equal 8. Therefore, x is 8. And the length of MN is going to be 6x minus 7, which is 6 times 8 minus 7. 48 minus 7 is 41. Okay? One more quick thing you need to know, and then we're done. When I draw a picture and I have segments that are marked with what we call these little tick marks, these 4 green tick marks mean that segments AF is congruent to segment AB, which is also congruent to segment CD, which is also congruent to DE, because all of those have 1 tick mark. Okay? Likewise, FE and BC are both marked with 2 tick marks, so therefore FE is congruent to BC. I think that was BC. It was. Okay? These are the terms that you need to know from this lesson. Make sure you know all those terms, and I'll see you next week.